Hey, beautiful people, and welcome to the Beautè Hustle podcast, where we educate and elevate in the beauty industry, but also having real and raw conversation. I'm your host, Beauty the Brave Boss, and today, y'all, today's topic is about faith and purpose behind the chair. And what does that look like for you? I know for me, it has been a very long road to get to this point to where I'm able to speak and teach and reach you all. A little bit about me. I started braiding at the age of 7. I had my first client at 13 doing $90 micro braids. I know I'm a little old, I'm a little seasoned, but that's all right. And graduated from Paul Mitchell in 2018 after I attended college and have been in this 10 toes down. So my journey, when I graduated Paul Mitchell, I made a promise to myself that once, because I started working in the salon the day I graduated. Now, before I went to Paul Mitchell, I have worked in salons, but this time it was different because I went to cosmetology school and I made a promise to myself that this is it. This is what you're going to do, and this is your calling, and you're going to do it like a full-time job. And I made that promise to myself. So the salon that I was working in was open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And I just told myself, if I can go to another establishment and clock in and clock out as they tell me to, I need to hold myself up to that standard as well. So I would go to the salon every day from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., whether I was booked or not. And the days that I wasn't booked, I would still post consistently on social media. Hey, I'm taking walk ins, I'm in the salon, just letting the people know that I am here and that I'm available to the people. And it really worked out in my favor a lot. But I will tell you that being behind the chair is going to test you. It's going to test you for you to really know if this is what you want to do, because it's not all peaches and cream. You're not going to be booked every day. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget one day I walked into the salon and bills were due. I walked into the salon with $0 to my name, like zero. Like bank account was at zero when I walked in. And I went in at about 7 a.m., went in at 7, and by the end of the day, it was probably around like 11:30ish. I left with $1,500 in my pocket. I did 7 heads that day. I will never forget it. I did 7 heads that day, and that just goes to show, like, I kept showing up. And that's the thing. You have to keep showing up no matter what your circumstances look like. I know some people, they'll feel like, well, why would I sit in the salon all day, every day? Do you hear what I'm saying? No matter if I had clients or not, I still showed up. I still posted that I was at the salon. So therefore, even if nobody showed up that day, the next day they'll hit me up like, hey, are you in the salon? Yes, I'm here, to let them know that I'm always available. And of course, I'm not gonna miss out on no money. Not missing out on no money, not missing on opportunity to make money. And I know that the walk-in era of salons kind of has died down, but people still do walk in. They do. And if there are 5 hairstylists at the salon and you're the only one there and you're always there and you're always posting that you're always there, people are going to come towards you because they know that you are available. Okay. And because I kept showing up every day, I kept posting that I was there every day. By Saturday, because it was a Saturday when this happened, I came in with zero. I left with $1,500. And that paid all my bills, my booth rent, and I still had money left over. And I didn't have anything to worry about. You know, I was there and I was willing to, I was ready to work. And that's the thing with these new up and coming hairstylists, y'all have to be ready to work. Y'all, I know social media kind of handicaps us a little bit, but you still have to put in that work. Show that you are willing to, I'm willing to get whatever comes my way. I'm not going to put a cap on myself. I'm not just going to say, oh, I don't have any clients booked, so therefore I'm not going to go into the salon. No, you can still go in the salon, and I've done this too. Going into the salon, I would bring my doll head, I would have all my tools, and I would be making wigs at the salon. I would practice my coloring on my doll head. Like, there's something for you to do. Why? Because one is content, and you need the content. If you pull out your phone and go live and you're working on your doll head or you're making a wig at the salon, you never know who's going to pop in that live, pop in those comments like, hey, is that wig going to be available today? There you go. You've already sold your wig for the day, and you've made your booth rent off that one wig just by posting it and showing that, hey, I'm at the salon. First come, first serve. You get $50 off this wig if you come and purchase it today. See what I'm saying? You got to put yourself in a position to win and make your situation work for you, not work against you. Okay? Don't let your circumstances, because I could have said, I don't have no money. It's Saturday. I don't have no money. Nobody's booked or nothing like that. And I could have stayed at home. But had I stayed at home and sulked in my situation, I would have missed out on that $1,500. And those were all walk-ins. Nobody booked an appointment that day. But that's how God works. I was faithful to what I was called to do, the promise that I made, and everything. I told myself and God, this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to do whatever it takes, no matter what it looks like, no matter how much money I have, no matter how much money I don't have. I'm still going to show up, because at the end of the day, this is what God chose for me, and I'm going to do what I need to do with the gift that he gave me. And then another thing, so there was another week where I ran out of money because I paid all my bills. Hey, I had money to pay all my bills, and I didn't have no food at home. I didn't have any food at home, and I believe I borrowed $20 from my sister, and with that $20, I ordered some pizza and some wings, and I literally ate off that pizza for 3 days. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, I let it stretch. Thankfully, at the salon, we had snacks, so of course I snacked here and there throughout the day. But for 3 days, that pizza lasted me for 3 days. And again, I'm sharing my stories to show you the pattern of me going into the salon with nothing, not having no money, not having nothing to eat, but I still showed up. I showed up to the salon having faith that something was going to walk through that door. I just knew it. I don't care if they came in just to inquire about something. If they did inquire, look, I'm going to use my mouth to convert that inquiry to an actual appointment. And that's exactly what I did. So I'm here to tell y'all, like, just have patience. Stop thinking that everything is just going to come your way like so fast, and that just because, okay, it's like people try to like bargain with God. Like, okay, God, I showed up. Now I'm just waiting on you to bring me somebody. I'm waiting on you to bring me these clients. Like, who are we? Who are we to have that type of attitude and that type of mental with God? He's the one that does it all for us. God doesn't have to, he doesn't have anything to prove to you. You feel what I'm saying? So I hear a lot of that in these young hairstylists. They talk as if God has something to prove to them when he does not. It's you that has to prove to God that you are worthy of what he has for you. Because at the end of the day, when he put it on your heart to be a hairstylist, to be a braider, makeup artist, or what have you, he gave you that because he trusts you with it. Now, of course, there's no blueprint. He's not going to tell you what your journey is going to be like, the peaks, the valleys, or what have you. But he gave it to you because he trusts you with it, and he knows that you are strong enough to get through it. Okay? And everything, every vision that he's gave you, it's going to come to pass. It's going to come to fruition. But you have to meet God halfway. That's the only way you're going to get it. People have to stop thinking that again, once you step out on faith, that's just it. That's just that one move. And this ain't that. Walking by faith and not by sight is continuous steps. It's every day. It's every day. It's not just a one step and now you just gonna sit back and like try to, okay, God, give me a sign. You're steady asking God for signs, but you ain't putting no work in. How that work? It don't work like that. So I definitely want to tell y'all that you have to put in the work and push through whatever you're going through. Do not let your circumstances consume you because it will hold you back. Another thing is upcoming hairstylists think that being good at hair is what's going to keep you behind the chair. And I'm here to let y'all know it's a lot of people that do hair and they are bomb at it. But because of what I previously just explained, that they think that, oh, well, I got into the salon and I wasn't booked every day, so I let it go. Like, okay, you got to keep going. You got to keep going. And what if God only blesses me with one client my first week? Okay, well, with that, I'm going to put that money aside to pay my booth rent. Booth rent paid, don't have to worry about it. But I got other bills. Keep showing up. One, keep showing up. And two, keep promoting and keep marketing every day. Just because you're good at hair does not mean that that's the end all be all. And that's what's going to keep you behind the chair. You have to have faith and you have to put in that work with the gift. Those three all combined, baby, you haven't even seen nothing yet. Like the overflow. As long as you keep those three things like at the top of your brain and your motivation, like the things that you will see and the opportunities that will come from just doing hair, it's like it's unimaginable. Like, for example, um, I have never been the type, I've never been the person to be obsessed, or it was never a goal to be a celebrity hairstylist. When I was coming up, that wasn't a thing. That wasn't a thing. And it was never a goal of mine. My goal was to simply open my hair salon, franchise it, and teach what I do. That's it. Those were my goals. And when I moved to Dallas in 2019, a little bit before the pandemic hit, a little bit after the pandemic started to let up and we were still able to fly back and forth when flights were like $50. Yeah, I took advantage to that. Your girl was flying from 3 different states, 3 different cities every week. Like, I wasn't playing. And when I came back to Dallas, I ran into a celebrity hairstylist and I just said, hey, introduce myself. I love your work. I'm new in the city. Do you know of any salon suites? I'm looking for a salon home. That person said yes. He gave me an address. And that person actually DM'd me and was like, hey, can you come braid down this client for me? I'm trying to get content. Sure, I hopped right on it. So did that, and God told me to pray for him. And I prayed for him in that moment. And then the next day he hit me up and asked me to be to be his assistant. Fast forward, we're in the pandemic and we got the opportunity to do a music video. And I've never done a music video shoot or anything like that. So I was pretty nervous, but I was excited. And I was just so grateful to be in that situation, to be around celebrities, celebrities that I've looked up to since I was a little girl. Like, it was so much fun. And I was just so grateful for that, because I'm telling y'all this story because all I wanted to do was just do hair. That's it. I wanted to do hair. And when I tell you, you can write down a plan, you can write down all your goals, by all means do that, and you're going to accomplish them. But when I tell you, when you stay true to your gift and stay true to what God put in you, you will be amazed by the places that your gift will take you, just simply based off of your faith and the work and the gift. So I'm working with celebrities, and with the music video shoot, after we left New York, um, the girlfriend of the artist sent me a video, and I literally just fell to the floor crying, y'all. Like, my work was on the biggest billboard in Times Square. Like, my mom was just like, I'm so proud of you. Like, and I just so happened to be back home at the time. And it was just, I can't even describe the feeling. I still to this day, it amazes me that my work was on the biggest billboard in Times Square. Like, never in a million years did I think that that would ever happen to me. It wasn't a goal. It wasn't, not even something that was thought of. First of all, I never thought that I would even go to New York, because where I'm from, people don't even get on airplanes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I come from real humble beginnings. Like, that's not nothing. That's like out of the, oh, you got to be rich to get on an airplane type stuff. That's what people said when I was growing up. So for me to be traveling from LA to New York and everywhere, and for my work to be on the biggest billboard in Times Square, that's something that no one can take from me, even though they tried. It's still my work, my craft. And I say that to say this: God's plan is always better. His plan is always better. You think the visions that he gives you, that's just a preview. It's just a preview of everything else that he has for you. And I thank God that he doesn't show us everything, because had he shown me that, I would have been like, yeah, I probably would have talked down on myself like, yeah, that's unreachable. I'm never going to get to New York. Like, who am I to work with a celebrity, or my work being on the biggest billboard in Times Square? Like, and then we were in the pandemic, so I wasn't able to be there, when it went up. But mark my words, there's going to come a time where my work is on that same billboard and nobody will be able to take credit for it. And it will just be my moment. But just stay true to the gift, and have faith, and know that God is going to carry you through it. Um, I know that nowadays, it's a tussle. Whew. It is a tussle between clients and hairstylists because of entitlement and ego. I do believe that people are being sent to you for a reason, and you need to make sure that you are in that moment and understand why that person is being brought to you, because they're coming to you for something. Whether they follow you on social media, they like your personality, of course, they like the way you do hair, but it's something about you that these people want to experience. So you want to make sure that when you come into work, whether it be you have your space at home, which I do too at this moment, or in the salon, you want to make sure that you are there for them and in that moment. I promise you, the more intentional that I became with um, who I am behind the chair with my clients, I've just seen it's so unexplainable, like how God has moved for me. Um, I started promoting one of my clients, an alopecia client told me that I should post about me doing alopecia services and how I transform people. And I was hesitant about it because I come from the old school, salon era where the salon is a very sacred, safe place for women. And that's a place where we can be busted, ugly. You know what I'm saying? We know the salon is a no judge zone. We know that. Baby, I know I look a hot mess right now, but when I get up, I'm going to be that girl once again. That's just the unspoken rule in the salon. And yeah, I done lost my trying to keep it. I don't want to put people out there because alopecia is it they are very insecure about it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want people to think that I'm using them just like to get a following or something like that. Like, this is what I've been doing my entire career. Like, I've been doing alopecia clients, braids, wigs, cover-ups. Like, I've been doing this, but never in a million years did I think to post it, because again, at the hair salon, we want to make sure women are comfortable. And I don't like putting the camera in people's face all the time, which is why I don't go live while I do hair, because again, that's me being intentional with my clients and giving them a safe space for whatever it is they want to talk about, or however they look, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, no, you need to post this, because there are a lot of women who have this and they think that they can't get hairstyles like this. And you're literally creating like a miracle, like in the most safest way possible. And I said, okay. So I took content and I posted it and it blew up. It went viral on TikTok. And I was not expecting that. And it's been over a year now since I posted that video. And majority of my clientele are alopecia clients or anybody that suffers from hair loss or hair thinning. And now I travel to alopecia clients and everything. Like, do y'all see the pattern? Do y'all see the pattern that with all these stories? It's me staying faithful, having faith, putting in the work, and operating in the gift. That's all I'm doing. And I'm consistent with it. And look at the opportunities that are coming to me. You see what I'm saying? And now I'm literally able to charge whatever. I am 31. I started braiding at the age of 7, had my first client at 13. I am 31. I am just now being able to charge what I feel that I am worth. Why? Because I put in the work, because I was intentional about the experience in my chair, how I want people to experience me. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm human, so I'm not going to be top tier 100% every day, all day. That's just not going to happen. But I'm very self-aware about who I am and what my purpose is behind the chair. You see what I'm saying? People see me on TikTok and they're like, I see that you're very God-fearing, like you care for the hair, and they want to come to me to experience that. For example, one of my clients who's in Houston, who I traveled to, she found me last minute before the 4th of July, and I was booked. I literally had like a 1-day window, and my best friend was booked that day, but she wasn't paying nothing. So, y'all know how that go when we do our friends' hair. But so I called her. I did the ladies' consultation, and she was like, I will pay you whatever. Like, I just need my hair done. I seen your work, and I got more hair than that person, so I feel like you can do something for me. Like, I'm desperate. I don't care. I'll pay whatever. And I was like, let me get back to you, because I was with a client and I always ask for permission. I said this, may I take a consultation? She was like, yeah, sure. And as she overheard me talking, this is my client, she overheard me and the young lady talking, came back in the room, and she was like, you need to pack your bags and you need to go to Houston, like today. I said, I know. She was like, I overheard. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but I heard it. And yeah. And she just so happened to be, I believe she was an alopecia client as well. And she was just like, see, the people need you. Like, we need you. And so my best friend, she was like, yeah, I can do her hair another day. I drove to Houston, stayed there overnight, literally less than 24 hours. I made the most money I've made off of one client ever. And I'm not going to say the number, but I'm just sharing this because don't make it hard on yourself and put it in your head like, okay, I'm working towards, I got to have this amount of following. I got to have this. I got to have that. The following doesn't matter, because it's people that got a more following than me and ain't touching not a soul. So that doesn't matter. What matters is what your purpose is behind the chair and what you are being intentional about. And I make that very clear on all my platforms. Like, I'm going to keep it real and raw. while you in my chair. I'm going to keep it real and raw. I'm going to take care of your hair. You're not going to walk out of here with no messed up hair. I'm going to teach you about your hair, okay? And we're going to get you on this hair care, this healthy hair care maintenance routine. That's what I'm about. And that's what brings the people in, you know? And during the service with the client in Houston, she was, you know, just asking me about God. You know, she's on her new walk with Christ. And she was like, I thought you were just coming to do my hair, but I got so much more. We prayed, we talked about God. Like, it was so much. It was so much. And she ended up helping me in return to elevate in my career. And see, God will put people in your life so you can be greater in your purpose. Let God do the work. Get out the driver's seat, get in the passenger seat, and let him take you where you are supposed to be. Because each destination is meant for you. Years ago, I've been saying I love Houston. I want to go to Houston. I want to work in Houston. I just want to travel and do what I do. Now I travel back and forth to Houston to service clients based off of me just being intentional about what I do. Using every day is an opportunity to grow. Please don't be the type of stylist or braider that just gets complacent because you know you're good at what you do. You slay every head or whatever, but there is always something in an area where you can grow in when it comes to being behind the chair. Whether it's your professionalism, how you communicate with people, or caring for someone's hair, there's always opportunity for growth, and make sure that you're open to that, because when you grow as a person, you're going to grow as a businesswoman. And that is something that I've learned lately, just being intentional about working on myself and being a better person so that I can be a better businesswoman and to be a better hairstylist to wherever God is taking me. Also, you guys need to keep posting and promoting your business no matter what. You never know where that next client is coming from. And please, please, please stay consistent. Stay consistent. And speaking of staying consistent, so I do teach braiding classes called the Braid Slay Academy. Those are my hands-on classes. I teach beginner, intermediate, and expert level. Whether you want to freshen up or whether you want to learn, like this, those are the classes for you. Now, Braid Boss University is my virtual online braided community. Okay, so back to being consistent. When you take any type of class to elevate you, you had the faith to take the class, pay for the class. Don't take the class and then when the class is over, you don't do anything with what you learned. Y'all, now you're going backwards. When you take the class, you have to keep going. Keep working on that doll head. Get those models in. Run that special so you can get those heads in and stay consistent with that. Don't take a class and then just, oh, I'm going to pick it up in 6 months when I feel like it or when I have everything. Look, it literally takes less than $100 to start braiding. You need 3 packs of braiding hair. That's about $20. Not even that. That's like $17. $17 and some change. A jar of gel, the cheapest jar of gel is like $8. And a comb is $1. Actually, that's less than $50. Okay? There's no excuses. Just stay consistent after you take these classes. Now, I hope I enlightened you guys today. I hope this episode was very informational. I do highly encourage you guys to get to know God if you don't know him. He is awesome, and trust me, if don't nobody know, I know the road is not easy. The journey is not easy, but I'm a living, walking testimony that if you just stay true to your gift, stay true to what God has put in you, you will be all right. You are looking at somebody. If got it out the mud was a person, one of my old friends told me, this is what it would look like. Okay? Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. I'm telling you, if I would have stopped, I would not be sitting here today. You will not be watching me. I would not have anything to say, to teach, and reach God's people. I would, every time that I tried to put those braids down or stop braiding, leave braiding, I was unfulfilled. It was as if I was missing something, like something from my life was it wasn't, I wasn't complete without it. And people would hit me up like, can you do my hair? Can you do my hair? I'm just like, oh, the folks just won't leave me alone. They won't leave me alone. But that's because I was made for this. I was made for this. And you were made for it too. Just don't second guess yourself. You just can't second guess yourself and think that it's not meant for you, because if it wasn't meant for you, God wouldn't have gave you the vision. He wouldn't have gave you the gift. All right, y'all. So that is it for today's episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you do, like this video. Comment down below some other topics y'all want to talk about, okay? And don't forget to hit that red button and subscribe. And if you are streaming on iTunes and Spotify, please make sure you like it and share it. Send it to another braid boss. Send it to a hairstylist, anybody in the beauty industry. I truly appreciate you guys. And until next time, guys, bye.